How you guys doing today? This is Darius from Down Under TV. Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to just go on a rant, mainly just talk about what I had a conversation with a friend about, and we were talking about how the dating apps and how being forward and direct has really changed because now most modern women are very fickle, meaning if most of them are kind of not into you but they'll tolerate you. That's that's the level of what most average women view most average man. And the reason why I say average man, because that goes into a spectrum of the everyday man. So when I say average man, I'm basically talking about men who work 9 to 5s, who have regular jobs, who are responsible. We're not talking about the Pookies and Ray Rays, and we're not talking about the one percenters like Future, Drake, Chris Brown. We're just talking about the every average man that is you or somebody you know. So he was telling me that he was on Hinge, and he saw the profiles, because I'm not on the dating apps like that because they're a waste of time, honestly. And I'm moving overseas once my lease is up, so I'm really kind of checking out of the dating in America. But he was talking to me and telling me that a lot of the profiles from the women, especially the black women, is very cutthroat with boundaries, where it says you got to be intentional, don't waste my time, you got to be this and this. These are my deal breakers. If you don't know how to swim, then it's a hard left. And it's kind of funny because a lot of black women, I'm just going to use black women for example, a lot of black women's deal breakers are pretty unimportant. Like, in the grand scheme of things, you know, and not know how to swim, who you voted for, um, just silly things like that, what you like to eat, that don't really matter. That really doesn't. It's the heart of the man that matters. Will he treat you with respect? Is he loving? Is he respectful? Is he bold? Does he have true direction? And a lot of women say they want an intentional man, but if a dude asks for your number, saying, "Hey, let's meet, let's hang out, let's go to this, and this," and the chick unmatched my friend, and I was like, "What made you think why did she unmatch you?" And he couldn't explain it, and I broke it down to him, and I told him that, okay, you asked where she's from, what she did, how was her weekend, right? Okay. But the thing is, she really wasn't interested in you. She wanted to pass the time with you, use your energy, waste your time. Though she says that she doesn't want men to waste her time, she really just wanted a pen pal, somebody to talk to. And then if you entertain her enough, then she'll give you her number. But what's happening is, you being direct and straight to the point, now it exposed her to where either she had to follow off your lead or cut you off. And she cut him off by unmatching him, even though he was interested. He was very forward. He was saying, "Hey, let's go meet out, da 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 da." And mind you, my friend, he's in his 30s. He's in his mid 30s, and the chick that he was talking to, the black girl he was talking to, she was, I think he said she was 31. So she's obviously not a child, but most black women, or most women in general, have the mindset of children, basically like teenage children, because they say one thing, but when a man is direct and forward, they completely cut him off and run away. And that's because she really wasn't attracted to him, and she really didn't want to date him or anything like that. And some women may say, "Oh, he's moving too fast." How is getting the number moving too fast? Like, we're adults. He's a grown man who works 9 to 5. He don't got time to be talking on a dating app all day. She wouldn't do that for a one percenter type dude. she would be giving him sex. He wouldn't even have to take Chris Brown hit her up. He wouldn't even have to take her out on a date. She would open her legs and bust it down without him getting to know her name. But for a dude who would actually treat her with respect, who would love her, and who is actually a real man with a real purpose and who's actually direct and firm, she straight up rejects the guy. You're moving too fast. And so when I talk to women from Latin America, there's no moving too fast perception, because women there, they're willing to hang out with you and go on a date that day. When I was in Mexico, women were cool with going on a date with me that very day. There is no, we're going to talk for 2 weeks, then go on a date. None of that. Women are actually for real when they say be intentional. They want a man to lead. But women here say they want a man to lead and be intentional, but they don't really want him to lead. They just want a man who gives their energy for free and get nothing in return. And she wants to control the dynamics of the relationship, because she's saying when it's okay for you to ask for her number, when to go out on a date, when to make love. She's creating that direction. She's leading that. You aren't, and you're submissive and reciprocal to her lead. So a lot of chicks really don't want an intentional, direct, masculine man. They want somebody who will give their energy, but not be firm. So it was funny when he told me that. I had to break it down to him. I said, she really wasn't into you. She wanted entertainment. And then if you work hard enough, then she will give you the number. But because you were very straightforward and you didn't waste time, she was like, oh, he's moving too fast. I don't like that. Cut him off. And this is why 1 in 4 Black women will remain unmarried, because unfortunately, modern women get in their own way. They prevent themselves from getting a good quality man, because they disqualify a lot of men, 90% of men, due to superficial, shallow, pretty silly, dumb things, to be honest with you. Pretty dumb. And I told him, I said, brother, I feel bad for you, man, because you're a good dude. You got your stuff together. You got a good job. You got money. You got your head on your shoulders. You're not a bad looking guy. I mean, you're average looking. But most women are using, it's funny. Most women want to disqualify the average man, but most of them are fake, with fake hair. They're using terrible filters. I never understood that. Like, what are you? You're 30 years old and using a filter on your pictures. When I see you in real life, you're not going to have a filter. So I always found that extremely funny. I'm like, most Black women don't even wear their own natural hair. They're ashamed of wearing their own natural hair. So they really shouldn't be so picky. They should be with a man that loves and respects them and loves them for who they are. And they should be more submissive and be willing to be led by the average man who has his stuff together. Now, a lot of chicks will say, oh, most men are abusive. Most men are bums. They don't got their life together. No, you are picking not the average man. You are picking the Pookies and Ray Rays, ghetto dudes that you find physically attractive, but who are bums, who don't have their life together. Because there are plenty of Black men who have their stuff together, but you may not find them physically attractive. Men aren't supposed to be the attractive one. The woman is. His looks, as long as he has a haircut, he dresses okay, he brushes his teeth and take a bath. That's all you need to know. He has a car. Like today, I was driving from the gym. There was a single mom Black chick pushing her kid on a baby stroller. She didn't have no car. It's hot as heck. And she's pushing the kid in broad daylight when it's hot. She ain't got no man with no car. But yet she's a single mom to a dude she probably found physically attractive, but he was a bum. And this proves my point that women are terrible at picking men. They're terrible at it. They complain about the men that they want, But there's a lot of men who would treat them well, but that they disqualify because they don't fit certain physical attributes that they want. But it is what it is, though. So, like I said, a lot of chicks get in their way, and I see why our forefathers did arranged marriages. Now, we can't take the genie out of the bottle. Women are going to pick who they want to pick. But a society can't run off dysfunction because women are the chaotic principle, the feminine chaotic principle. This is why our forefathers controlled certain aspects of their life, unfortunately. But, it is what it is. I told my friend, brother, I feel bad for you. You do what you want. But me, I'm not going to deal with the dating apps. I'm not going to deal with the chaos of trying to deal with a woman who doesn't know how to appreciate a good man. And a lot of women just price themselves out. But anyways, this was just a quick rant. I just want to talk about this, like how women will say on their dating profiles that they want an intentional man, somebody with direction and purpose. But then when they're presented with that man, they run away. So it just proves the dysfunction and that women shouldn't be picking their partners. They shouldn't be picking a man, honestly. Their father should be, or any competent male relative. But that genie's out of the bottle, so we can't do arranged marriages on a national level. But we can use the example of what the Indian culture is and the Muslim culture that it works. But it is what it is. But anyways, this is Darius from Down on TV. Thank you so much. Please like, click, and subscribe. I'm out. You guys have a great day. A blessed day, actually.